What is up, friends? Welcome back. In today's video, got something pretty special for you guys. I am actually going to be doing an unboxing, and yeah, this is a little bit of a throwback for me because we have not done an unboxing on this channel since the airsoft days, since I was unboxing airsoft guns and whatnot. So yeah, this is definitely pretty exciting for me. Have not done one of these in a while, but yeah, today we are going to be unboxing, hopefully. What should be in here is a Sony VX2000. This is a pretty old camcorder that was released in the year 2000, and so before we get into the unboxing and everything, if you guys want to skip to that, I'll have timestamps and everything, but do want to give you guys just a quick intro here and just a little bit of my backstory into the research that I did before picking this up. So just to hopefully give you guys just an idea of what my experience was in picking this up, and hopefully that can kind of give you guys some insights if you're looking at one of these as well. Yeah, so I've been really wanting to pick up one of these old kind of camcorders for a while now. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, but I really like kind of that warm, nostalgic feel that these camcorders can give, depending on which one you're picking up. I did have a lot of kind of the camcorders that were coming out in the early 2010s. When I was a kid, I was picking up like $100, $200 camcorders, but the video quality on those were not comparable really to the ones that were in like the early 2000s and the late 1990s. So yeah, this camcorder, the Sony VX2000, was released in the year 2000, and it was kind of right in that time frame of where I was looking to get that kind of camcorder. So I was looking around, kind of doing a bunch of research last weekend. I kind of put a whole weekend into just looking into this stuff, went down a rabbit hole, and I was actually looking at picking up the VX1000, and I was looking at like the Sony Hi8s and some Canon stuff, but I was just hearing a lot of good things, and just a lot of good feedback about the VX series. And yeah, just went into a complete rabbit hole. The VX1000 is super popular among the skateboarding community. They put on what's called like a death lens, which is essentially like just a crazy wide angle lens, like basically the widest angle you can get. And they do, like, skateboarders will get a ton of those types of skate videos using the VX series. But yeah, I was looking for a VX1000, but they're more rare than the 2000 here. And so I was looking at the VX1000s, obviously these are all basically on eBay. You have to go to eBay to purchase these because they're just old. They're more than 2 decades old now. And the VX1000 is pretty rare. A lot of the models I was seeing, there were just a Japanese version. And personally, I didn't want, I wanted the English version. And honestly, the ones that I saw on eBay, they were like around $1,000 for the English version. The Japanese version you could pick up for like around $400, but then a lot of those have like a $90 shipping fee. And it's just kind of a hit or miss, right? You're kind of rolling the dice with those. And I really did not want a Japanese model. I wanted to get one with the actual English language on there, so I could, see what all the dials were saying and everything. But so I essentially didn't go down the VX1000 route because those were pretty expensive. If you're looking on eBay, like I said, they can go for around $1,000. So that led me down to the VX2000. And actually, after doing more research, I'm pretty happy that I went with this one. And these were retailing for right around $400 for both the Japanese and English versions. I picked this up for retail for $400. And the seller was located in the U.S., which was awesome, which is kind of what I was looking for. I didn't really want to pay like exorbitant shipping fees or anything, so I just bought this one off of eBay for $400. The seller said it was tested and recording. The tape deck was working according to the post, and yeah, so that was pretty much the backstory. But yeah, the VX2000, it's very similar in terms of the video output that you get in comparison to the 1000. And it was actually used for filming Trailer Park Boys, which is one of my favorite kind of throwback TV shows. So the seasons 1 through 6 or 1 through 7 were all used with the VX2000, which was a really big actually kind of selling point for me because I love the way that TV show looks, those early seasons, just that warm kind of nostalgic camcorder early 2000s feel that you get from that. So that was kind of a selling point for me. Love that TV show, and I actually did not know that little fact about it. So that's a bit of the backstory. I know that's kind of a lot of me rambling, but definitely wanted to kind of give you guys kind of my own research, I guess, that I did into this product here. So yeah, purchased this off eBay, and this actually retailed in the year 2000 for $3,000 actually. So you can kind of compare which is a lot of money back then. I mean, back in the year 2000, this was top of the line equipment, top of the line technology. But it's definitely seen a resurgence in the past 5 years. People are definitely picking these up, and that's why they're actually going for a decent amount of money on eBay and everything. So yeah, let me look at my kind of notes here. If you guys do want to see kind of a full-blown review on this camcorder, I would check out Christopher Barnett's full kind of video review on this. I looked at his YouTube video on this camcorder here, and he's just got all the kind of details that you could think of, and yeah, just a really good breakdown of the whole camera and everything. So I think that's about it. Let's just get into this unboxing, guys. I know that was kind of a lot of talking, and I'm ready to open this thing up and see what we got in here. So let's just go for it. I'm going to be nice and careful. So the listing did say, I looked at all the images and everything. They said it was in good condition, and this should come with a few batteries. And the seller was Camera Spot off eBay, which is actually a storefront, a camera storefront located in the U.S. So that's Camera Spot again off eBay. That was the seller. Really good reviews, like 99% positive reviews. That's what I was looking for with this. Just wanted to, get something, trusted seller. And it is an actual storefront, so that was good. But yeah, according to the listing, good condition, few batteries should be in here, and the images all looked good. So yeah, got some bubble wrap, which is a good sign. Gonna throw that all off here. Oh man, this is exciting. Yep, everything's bubble wrapped, which is awesome. They got that nice and packaged here. You can kind of see what we're working with. That is so cool, man. Take that out, and then looks like we got batteries. That's awesome. Charger here for the batteries, just in the bag. I'm assuming this is what the previous owner had, and that should be, yep, that's everything in the box there. Put that off to the side. All right. So good packaging. Oh man, I'm a little nervous, kind of like shaking a little. This is crazy, man. Yeah, this is a very kind of sought after camcorder here. A lot of people like to collect these things as well. So I'm just gonna be as careful as I can taking this out here. And yes, I think, yeah, like I said again, the seller listed this as tested and working, so the tape deck should be working. I did want a working tape deck on mine, and I'll kind of explain. Let me just get this out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Wow. All in the English language and everything. That is so cool, man. The Sony VX2000. It's got all the original kind of stickers on there and everything. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, fair warning, I don't know everything about this camcorder. This is like the first, this is the first retro style camcorder that I've actually purchased. Like I said, I worked with a lot of the early kind of 2010s, but those are nothing compared to what this beast is. So let's just take a look at this. So this looks great. Right off the bat, just condition-wise, I mean, it looks really good. Obviously, we've got some scrapes and bumps here and there, some scratches and stuff, but overall, man, I mean, this thing looks really good condition, and it's got a good weight to it, dude. Just right off the bat, I can really feel that kind of sturdiness that other people talk about in their own reviews. Just how this thing is really built well. That's one point that a lot of people make with kind of the late 90s, early 2000s technology in cameras and stuff. They were just built to last. Unlike a little bit unlike today, but yeah, this thing looks really good just right out of the box. And like I was saying, I don't know everything about this camcorder here, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. I need to, really look at this thing in more detail. Let's just open up got the LCD screen there. Very cool. And then, yeah, playback features, all kind of in there, all those components. Got our zoom stuff for the zoom rings right up here. Obviously, internal mic, which is awesome. Really nice microphone. Got the hood cover. I really like the look of that kind of blocky hood too. And then, yeah, that's so cool. That can kind of flip up that viewfinder like that. That's awesome. So, yeah, like I said, I need to play around with this thing, really get to know it a bit. But right off the bat, it looks great. And, yeah, kind of to explain, I did want to get one with a working tape deck just because there's tons of, obviously you can get these, and actually I didn't really know this was a little bit of an impulsive buy. Hang on one sec, I just need to turn on the fan. It's hot as heck in here. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, it's super stuffy in here. So yeah, just to kind of explain this purchase a little bit more. This was a little bit of an impulsive buy, I will not lie. I kind of just saw the posting and saw that this was in really good condition, and it was within my price range, so I kind of just went for it here. But you can definitely get these without working tape decks. I wanted to get just a fully functioning working tape deck in mind, so I had the option to use it. But people do get these for like you can get them for like $200, which is like $200 less than I purchased mine for. With non-functional tape decks or anything, you can do a conversion where you put on like a little, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's almost like a GoPro looking screen or like some sort of converter basically, where it converts your recording right to digital. So you don't actually have to use tape within the camcorder itself to record. You can just do a digital conversion right through these outputs here. So you got like your video, audio outputs there, and then you just run cords to a converter, and people will rig that up, which is pretty common to do. And then you can record tapeless, which is pretty cool, and it makes sense because we're in the digital era now. So yeah, it's pretty popular, pretty common for people to be doing that and just setting up kind of full rigs with this thing. So yeah, it's pretty exciting that I got this here. I actually want to see if I can put in this battery. See if it'll turn on, right? I might need to do some figuring out off screen. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out how to. I gotta figure out all the technicals with this thing. I don't want to waste your guys' time. And this is just the unboxing and everything, so hopefully I can figure this out. Like I said, I need to get comfortable with this camcorder here before I start messing around with it, and I don't want to mess anything up or waste your guys' time. But initial thoughts, just right out of the box, looks really good. A couple scratches here and there, but for the $400 that I paid, I'm pretty satisfied just initially here. Obviously, I am hoping that everything works and that it's all good to go, but I'm assuming that it is. I need to check it out more as I kind of look into this more here. But yeah, this is a beast of a camcorder. Really just wanted to get this thing for, just stuff that I can film out on the photo shoots. I really think the type of video that this produces looks really cool, especially with like modern kind of in-town landscapes. It's kind of a clash of two worlds, right? I mean, when I look at videos that come out of these types of cameras, I really get kind of that nostalgic feeling, and it just puts me in kind of a different mind space when I'm looking at those types of videos. So I think the combination of using this camera and then kind of shooting stuff like in modern day, kind of in town, and even going out in the landscapes and in out on the hiking trails, outdoors and stuff like that, you can really get kind of cool cinematic looking old school style video, and pretty good quality out of this too. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe this just outputs standard definition, like 720p, if I'm not mistaken. But from everything I've seen, the quality is still really good for what it does, and that is another reason why I wanted to get a full working tape deck in mine, is that I do want to. So what I'm planning to do is just run tape through this and then convert through a vid box, which it's not a one-to-one conversion. That's still a capture device. Basically, the best way, there's tons of different conversion methods for MiniDV to basically get it to your computer. The best way, I mean, you can go and do your own research and kind of look online. The best way is using like a FireWire, but it can get pretty expensive, and I'm not going to be using this thing like all the time. I have, other cameras to work with and whatnot. It's kind of just going to be here for me when I really want to use it. So I do want to get something relatively affordable. So I think that that VidBox converter will work well, and then I'm going to pair that with using not the software, but QuickTime on my Mac. And I've heard that combination can give you a pretty dang good close to comparison conversion of that MiniDV tape. And yeah, I know there's tons of stuff online and people that are really in the kind of old school camcorder community. They really, and people that are quality enthusiasts that want that one-to-one conversion, they'll dump hundreds, if not thousands of dollars into conversion processes and into, devices and everything. It's gotten pretty dang expensive, honestly, if you're looking for the best one-to-one conversion from MiniDV to your computer. There's inexpensive versions, but if you really want that quality, it's going to be expensive. So I personally am going to try out that VidBox with the tape here, and then hopefully that should give me what I'm looking for in terms of quality and everything. But yeah, really excited to start using this thing. Yeah, I know this isn't like an in-depth, in detail kind of review on this, but like I said, I mean, I need to just figure out what all these buttons do and get used to the camera itself. But overall, really, impressed with what I'm seeing so far. Looks really good. It looks like it's in really good condition. And I just need to make sure it works, put some tape into it, and yeah, try it out. So that's pretty much the unboxing, guys. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as one quick note, if you guys are looking into kind of getting into the retro camcorder space and trying to, look at different cameras to pick up, I was looking at like the Sony Hi8. That's a very popular model that Sony did, and yeah, that's like $250. You can get a good one. It's got like a cool night vision mode on it. I was also looking at that one. That was probably my the other one that I was like thinking of getting. And then, yeah, a lot of these are just going to be through eBay. So I would just like spend some time. I spent quite a bit of time just going through eBay, checking out different sellers. And yeah, just know that a lot of the listings are going to be coming from Japan. So yeah, if you want to take that gamble, and yeah, I mean, you can definitely do that. I've seen a couple of YouTubers actually, get the actual Japanese version of the VX1000, and it works fine for them. Even the ones without tape decks working, they just do the mount and the conversion right there, and they can go tapeless. And yeah, I've seen success with those from other people online. But like I said, check out Christopher Barnett's video. I'll link it down below, so there'll be a link for that. If you guys want to see a full review of this camcorder, check out his video for sure. I definitely enjoyed watching his review of this, and I'll definitely be watching it again just to get accustomed to this new device here. But super stoked, super excited to start using this thing, start capturing some nostalgic video and kind of mixing it in there with my photography work. I've always wanted to, I've always done kind of video and done film stuff, or just out there filming things. So, but this is kind of a next step into kind of more cinematics, I guess, cinematic style filming in combination with, using a 25-year-old camera. So it should output some interesting video, and it should be just a fun experience, kind of just getting to know this thing. So yeah, it'll be super fun. Take this thing out, start using it. Links down below for kind of everything related to what I've talked about throughout this video, and I'll probably have a full-blown review of this with some video coming out of it as well. Just got to order their tapes and the VidBox converter. So just got to get a few other components to get this thing running and off the ground. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for the unboxing, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I certainly had fun opening this thing up. I've been waiting for a while to get my hands on one of these and to start working with it. So should be a good time and a new experience for myself. Try out a new kind of medium, or I guess not a new medium, but a different style of video capture. So, and just it's an awesome throwback. So that'll do it for the unboxing of the Sony VX2000. Again, links in the description, guys, for everything related to this. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.